This article's from Fast Company. Inside RImac's quest to break its own EV speed record.
What's interesting about this one is it starts off with the observation by Neil deGrasse Tyson saying that a car will never go faster in the horizontal plane, will never go faster than 1g, the one force of gravity, right?
That when you run the numbers on this, what you get is that the fastest you can accelerate forward is 1g.
Mate RImac, founder of the company, said, "Hold my beer." That's the way he put it. And went out and did 1.5, I think. The guy they had at McLaren pointed out, he said, it doesn't make sense for us to make our supercars electric. Do you know why?
Because they're not driven enough.
Because they're not driven enough, yeah. The most recent argument against electric vehicles is there's so much embedded energy to make one of these cars compared to a gasoline car that you've got to drive it so many miles before you recover the energy that you have expended to take and produce the car, which of course sounds kind of negative, but then when you think about it, how long does the average American car, the average consumer car get driven? And typically it's in the 100,000, 150,000. They're saying that electric cars could go 200,000. We've got Teslas that are in the million-mile range. You might only own that car for 15, 20,000 miles, but somebody else is going to come along and buy that car. They're going to drive it another 15, 20, 30,000 miles. And maybe there'll even be a third owner who'll pick it up because he needs a beater, and he'll drive that maybe to up into the 200,000 mile range or higher. Now, of course, at some point, there may have to be some battery replacement, but we're just assuming it keeps the same battery.
I've met lots of drivers of Tesla Model 3s for Uber that are putting 100,000 miles a year.
It's not a question of how many miles I drive to justify my electric car. It's how many miles the car gets driven through its lifetime. Will it then pay for the energy it took to build that car? And the problem, of course, with these supercars is that the head of McLaren says, our owners just typically don't drive them that far. I mean, can you imagine you've got a car with a almost 2,000 horsepower engine? You've got a battery that's probably well over 100, 150 kilowatts, and you only drive that car in its lifetime 10,000 miles.
Yeah, usually the supercars don't get driven much. And a lot of it is they try to hold the value in the vehicle by not overdriving it. 1.5 Gs. In the time it takes you to read this sentence, the Nevera will have gone from a dead stop to 130 miles per hour. 5 more seconds, you're at 200. In 22 seconds, you're at 250, the car's top speed. That's crazy. 22 seconds from 0 to 250. It's a little wonder the Volkswagen Group, which owns Bugatti, Bentley, Lamborghini, Audi, and others, had its subsidiary Porsche buy 10% stake in RImac.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
They like what he put into that, the technology he put into that car.
Yeah, they don't put a price here, but I think these are about $2 million.
Yeah, they're in that range. Yeah, like a yacht, if you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it.
Yeah, I've heard something funny about the yacht business. If somebody shows up dressed all fancy, wearing a suit and all that, it means they're not going to buy a yacht. And they said that the people who stroll up in long shorts and look like they just got done fishing, those tend to be the ones that buy those.
The ones who are going to buy the yacht.
Funny.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.